Shalom, shalom. I am a Hebrew Israelite. Okay. I want to stand up for my brothers and sisters who know their culture. When we post things on Facebook, we're not trying to fame ourselves. We're trying to wake up people. Okay. These last 3 weeks, I came into an encounter. I was kind of embarrassing because I found myself arguing over chump things, little small things. But we have to wake up to our culture and to the conscience of the biblical scriptures. According to Deuteronomy 28, it said that we would be cursed. We would be shipped away to land that we do not know. We will lose our identity, our mind. Everything will just be erased from us. It's to the point that we've been westernized so much that it's hard for your fellow brethren, which is your own color, to minister anything to you. The first thing, a nigga, is the difference between a so-called black man and a nigga. A nigga have low mindset. The mindset is very low. A black man considers himself as a king, a warrior. So a black man and a black man can have great conversation, but when you're dealing with a nigga, there's no type of understanding or communication that can be prosperous. So we have to come together as one. We have to remember that we all in the same thing, and we all receive the same persecution according to Deuteronomy 28. You can try to lead your fellow brothers to the water, to the green grass, but if you do not follow, there's nothing you can do. First thing a nigga wanted to do is say, oh, he's trying to be a celebrity. He's trying to fame himself. Only thing your brother is trying to do is, introduce you to land, introduce you to products, introduce you to entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing a nigga, will say, if you're trying to turn them on to something which costs, they say, oh, it's a scam. He's trying to hustle. He's trying to bribe. However, you can go into a Fortune 500 business. You can go into Walmart. You can go into CVS, the Nike store, and you don't consider it as a scam or a hustle. You consider it as a good sale, a good deal. You see how messed up our minds are. But in society today, we spend $2 trillion in a spending. However, that $2 trillion does not stay in our community. It goes into other communities. We have to be careful of what we do on Facebook and what we say on Facebook, because, all eyes are seeing this. When you know your culture, your mindset is different. You no longer think from a slave's mentality. It's just like a slave, an ex-slave coming back to the plantation and helping other slaves. You know what I'm saying? They see the ex-slave in a suit and tie, own land, own farm, own horses and stuff like that. A nigga mindset will say, oh, he think he's better than me, or he think he's better than us. No, he's trying to help your ass out of the poverty state of mind that you're in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking up for all the conscious speakers who actually trying to save his brothers and sisters, trying to bring people together in unity. Back in the biblical days, we were considered as tribes, family members. We were considered as tribes. And when you have tribes, you have prosperity, you have strength, you have resources, and you have money. You know what I'm saying? We do not make videos and posts to become some type of celebrity and nothing like that. At least I can say that for many of us, but what we do, we're trying to wake up people from their stupid mindset, Now, I'm trying to, sugarcoat a little bit. I'm not good at sugarcoating, but I will do my best. You will find yourself in a debate or arguing with someone who do not know better, okay? And when a person do not know better, there's no arguments. There should not be any debate, because it's just like talking to a child. In order for a child to get something, you have to spoon feed them. You know what I'm saying? You have to feed them baby food. You just can't not stuff the greens. You cannot stuff the vegetables down his throat. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he'll puke it all up, and he would not learn anything from in which you're trying to say. But what happens is that when you don't get it, jealousy would kick in because you will begin to look at that person, you know, out of jealousy as if he's or she's greater than you. You know what I'm saying? But the best way to defeat that, and I'm talking to the people who do not quite understand the conscious movement, is that in order to defeat that, the demonic spirit is that you keep on striving to be the best person you can be. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter if you're if you're religious. It doesn't matter, if you're atheist. When it works for everybody. If you believe in something and you work real hard at it, you can prosper. But the thing about it is you have to feed someone else, because that's the whole purpose of living this life. You know what I'm saying? Unity and diversity. You cannot keep all this information to yourself. You cannot keep all the information to gain resources to yourself. You have to help someone, because when you help someone, you're helping yourself. Because if the person that you're ministering to begin to do well, you can start a community and you can build a bigger community. You can build bigger wealth, and you can build greater resources for your family and those who are all around you. So I just want to put that out, and I sugarcoat it the best way I can. We have to quit looking at people as if they're trying to be better than the next person, especially when the next person is in your family. It's sad because I went through this stuff a few times. The Facebook debates, the Facebook fights and stuff like that. It is very embarrassing, to the point that I have to shy myself away from people. If I feel like that you cannot catch it, or I feel like that you are so stuck in a westernized culture or a slave mentality that I cannot, hook with you, I have to leave you alone. I have to cut you off regardless of who you are. And I'm very good at cutting off people. We have a habit of rejoicing and exalting the dead, at funerals and stuff like that. However, when that person's alive, you're not showing any type of love. All you ever did was just beat that person down or whatever. And there's a song that says, "Give me my flowers while I'm still here." And that's the way it should be. When that person is still alive, that's when you should express your love. Not when a person is laying in his casket. And I've never been a big fan of funerals or hospitals. So me, myself, I want a small funeral. The reason why I want a small funeral is because I have very few people that I trust. I don't want no phonies around my caskets. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody who gave me a hard time around my casket. So therefore, if I just have my kids, grandkids, and wife, if I have that little bitty community around my casket, it's okay, because Black people, we're portraying funerals as if it's some big celebration or some big family reunion or some big gathering. You cannot speak to the dead. You cannot love on the dead. But however, when that person is still alive, you can love on that person. I want to put that out there because it's an epidemic. It's slavery. It's a mindset that needs to be destroyed. So I want y'all to keep me in prayer as I keep y'all in prayer. I am Hebrew Israelite. Just in case you do not know, Felton Judah, Theo Judah Grew on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel.